What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Empty the Benches. Nick and Mac back with you after the long weekend. Looks like you got some beach time. I did not. It was rainy and gross here on the East Coast, but hopefully you had more fun than I did.
Yeah, it was a pretty good Memmy Day weekie. I had, like you said, some beach time. I actually got a little sunburn, which feels like a privilege around these parts to get a sunburn before June hits.
First one of the season, though. You got to rip that Band-Aid off, right?
Oh, yeah. I was like, no, I want this. Give it to me.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Went to the Brewers game on actual Memorial Day. That was a blast. Good game. Beat up on the Cardinals. And it was good. And the best part about like a 3-day weekend is the next week, all of a sudden you start on Tuesday and you're like, hey, we got rid of Monday. That's a beauty.
Yeah. What's better, a 3-day weekend with the Friday off or the Monday off?
It's got to be the Monday, I think.
Okay.
Just Monday's such a shit day at work for everyone. That like getting rid of that is huge. Fridays at work are like kind of easy, I feel like, for most people. At least for me, it's like no one really does that much anyway. So it's like, yeah, I'd rather have the Monday off by far.
I totally agree, especially Memorial Day weekend when there's just like so much good, sports on TV for like you to watch across Saturday, Sunday, and then to have that Monday to recover is always nice.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Having a Friday off is awesome too. Like the sneaky Good Friday, if you get that off. And that one always sneaks up on you because you're like, I don't even think about it. And then you're like, oh shit, we've got Friday off. That's nice.
Gotta love that, right?
And the good thing about that is like Thursdays are kind of the new Fridays anyway, in terms of like bar scene, social scene, going out. So then when you actually have off Friday, Thursday becomes like actual Friday, Right. And so it's like even more fun.
You get the green light on the Thursday night a little bit, that's never a bad thing.
The full green instead of like the flashing yellow on a Thursday can be dangerous. Can put you out for the whole weekend if you're not smart about it.
Much, much better for sure. Real quick before we get into any of the current stuff going on, quick question of the day for you. This was posed to me by a friend via text just randomly over the weekend. If overnight the Washington Capitals just ceased to exist, what NHL team do you think you would follow and why?
It's tough, and I think my answer has changed. If you were to ask me 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you might get a little bit of a different answer each time around. But I think right now, it's tough to pick somebody other than the Sharks. I really like their future ahead. I've always had a soft spot for them in general, just because love their uniforms. Also have an uncle that's a big Sharks fan. I've got a Sharks hat that I've had since I was a little kid. Just, always liked them in general. And then, like I said, looking at their outlook right now, it's hard not to, think that the future is probably pretty bright in San Jose. So I think that'd be an easy one to jump on the bandwagon for if I had to.
Yeah, that's going to have to be my answer as well. Obviously, I think I've mentioned it here on the show. I lived in the Bay Area for a little bit when I was younger. Definitely went to some of those games. It's really hard to pick against a team like that. It's really kind of the only other place that I've lived that I would have any sort of connection to any of the sports teams in that area too. And then you mentioned just like aesthetics. I mean, the tank, the head, like all the history there is just, it's so cool.
And it doesn't feel like super bandwagony because they've never won a cup either. So it's not like you're like, I don't know, Montreal or Detroit. It's not like you're picking like the winningest franchise or something. Like,
no, you're not going after like stolen valor or anything with like the original Sixes or any of the teams that have won like 3 Stanley Cups in the last 10, 15 years or whatever. But Sharks would be definitely a home run answer. If you couldn't say San Jose, is there another one that stands out to you at all?
I think the other one I kind of go back and forth on sometimes is Mini. And I mean, again, right now they're looking good for the future, but also I've just always had a soft spot for the city of Minneapolis. Visited it when I was younger, around middle school age, and just kind of fell in love with the vibe. Great music city. Great weather. I know that sounds stupid, but like awesome weather in the summertime. And if you're into like winter sports, great weather for that in the wintertime. Just some good sports teams there. So, I've just loved the Twin Cities for a long time. So, that coupled with the outlook for the Wild right now, and again, aesthetics, great logo, great colors. I think that would be my runner-up.
I have nothing to support this other than just always been a huge fan of their branding, but Calgary.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, I think just the Flaming Sea has been such an iconic
It's
logo
such an
for so
underrated
long.
logo.
There's a part of me that, like, whenever I see it, I just think of, like, Iggy on the cover of Cello 3, and it just,
Yeah.
like, has that nostalgia factor for me.
Plus Blasty logo. And also, like,
Yeah.
the Battle of Alberta, it's just kind of cool to, like, hate the Oilers in that situation.
For sure. Yeah, like, an actual real reason to hate
Right.
them as opposed to, like, the 7 fake reasons I have.
Right.
Let's move into what's actually going on right now, though. We're going to go away from the playoffs just for a second. Huge news. I know that you were very concerned about. I was losing sleep over this, but Evgeni Malkin, thank God he signed for another year in Pittsburgh. So one more year, $5.5 million, 39 years old. He's coming back for his 21st NHL season.
Yeah, pretty unique contract structure too. I think what was it that I sent over in the chat earlier? It's like $2.5 million salary, $3 million signing bonus, $500K in games played bonuses, $1 million for making the playoffs, $500K per round one. Total could all that combined could be worth up to $9 million if the maximum number of things happen. I just think it's so funny that, like, for a guy like that, there has to be all those clauses because they're like, we're not getting the, like, lazy Russian version of you that's just going to fucking sit around and do nothing. We need to give you direct monetary incentive to play well.
I wish there was something where, like, if he takes, like, a hooking penalty, it's just immediately $2,500 gone right off the table. Like, he has to, like, put it up or put it on the board or something. But
Right.
it's crazy how his contract literally looks like a board game. It's like Candyland, but it's just trying to keep Malkin motivated.
It's so funny.
All
in all, it's a good signing for them, though. Yeah,
it is. It's a good move for them.
You might as well bring him back.
I think it's a good move for Pittsburgh, and obviously they had a big resurgence this year, so I think that's a home run for them. Another home run, PWHL. I just want to mention Montreal winning their first Walter Cup. First Canadian PWHL team to do so that's pretty cool. Poulin, Abby Rock, and Renee Desbiens, they all looked fantastic all throughout that playoff run. That was really cool. And then shout out to the P-Dub. They're going to add 4 more teams before next season. That is awesome to see. That's going to bring them up to 12 total. Those new teams are going to be in San Jose, Las Vegas, Detroit, and Hamilton. But, I mean, first and foremost, it's just amazing to see the growth that this league is getting. It seems like they're very rapidly expanding. I love that they're, kind of getting out in front of that. It seems like they're outpacing others. So, glad to see it. I mean, hey, it's more hockey, right? And more attention on the game. So it's great to see that.
Super exciting. And I think it'll make it even more fun to get it up to 12. That way, like, when you get around to playoffs, it feels a little more like, the best teams got there. And it wasn't just like, well, we only have so many teams, so most of you guys are going to make it.
Yeah, I think that'll be great. I did pose this partially on the EB Instagram the other day, but these teams are going to need names. Do you have any suggestions off the top of your head for the team going to San Jose, Las Vegas, Detroit, and or Hamilton?
One that comes to mind for Vegas, and you know what? I actually don't know if this team still exists, but once upon a time, there was a minor league hockey team. I want to say they were ECHL, and again, maybe they still exist for all I know, called the Las Vegas Wranglers.
Okay.
And they had really cool branding. Like, I know everyone always wants to say, like, Vegas teams should have something to do with gambling, but then we get into, like, there's, like, is that allowed? Will the league, like, be cool with that? So to go with something that's just kind of about, like, Nevada, like, history, their logo was, like, a cowboy, basically, with, like, a like, he's going to wrangle, like, a bull or something. And it was just a sick logo. Cowboy hat, guy on a horse. It had very, like, sandy kind of colors. Something like that I think could be cool. Let me think for the other ones. I mean, San Jose is just so hard to top what the Sharks are doing in terms of logo and branding.
I think the one
go with the Piranha, or like
that could be cool.
You know how, like, San Jose has the Barracuda or whatever, like something like that. But also you probably don't want to be seen as, like, the younger sister of the, like, you want to have your own identity.
And, like, Sharks works for that area because there is a ton of them there. The one that comes to mind for me for San Jose is this is your chance to bring back Golden Seals.
Yeah. Ooh, that would actually be sick.
Like you've had that, sitting kind of
That
in
would be
the
huge.
WHA archives for a long time. I know people
Yeah.
really wanted that to be the Sharks
And their
AHL
branding is
team
so
name.
awesome
The
too.
Sharks have done it for their reverse retro recently. I think,
Yep.
you just take that color scheme and you throw it right onto these tarps. I think it would fit perfectly.
I'm all for that.
I think the only downside to that is I've seen there's some kind of orange element to the colors they want to use this time around. So I don't know if there's a way to make that work. Maybe
Yeah.
the orange element could be the hockey stick, just like in the Sharks logo. But
Right.
yeah, they'll have to figure out something. I think Detroit's going to be the toughest one.
Yeah, that's tough. Because again, how do you compete with the Red Wings and
Right.
like the branding there and the logo? It's just so iconic.
If you were, and it seems like they're doing something at least red or red, white, and black, it seems like, just from what we've seen on their social media accounts and stuff. So I don't know what I would do there. It's tough, though. I like your idea for the Vegas one, though. I think it would be cool, especially if they got like that. You were saying like sand or brown, something like this, like the Western Michigan kind of like color
Earthy
palette.
tones.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. Hamilton, I have no idea.
I don't know what's going on in Hamilton, like locally. Like,
I
what
don't
do
think
they have?
many people do.
Poutine, I guess.
Sure. I know that they have a CFL team. I know that they have an OHL team that is now an AHL team or something.
What's the Hamilton Bulldogs or something like that?
I think that's the one that
Yeah.
the Hyman family owns or something.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, if they've got Bulldogs, they've probably got
Pugs.
Border Collies.
There you go.
I don't know.
Not
Name
bad.
it after another dog or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I could see it.
Hamilton Hound Dogs.
Oh, not bad. If that was
like
a junior like GTHL team or something, that would work.
I feel like that the P-Dub likes to go with the things like the Wild or like the Fleet or like the like the one word no S at the end kind of situation.
Yeah.
So I'm almost wondering if they're gonna go with like something like that for one of these teams. Like I don't even know what that would be for Hamilton. Just like the Hamilton. Fuck.
It's tough, right?
Now I got to say something. I don't know.
Right.
The Detroit car.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
just
I see where you're going with it. Yeah. Yeah. I was talking to someone else about this over the weekend. They were like, why does the name matter so much? Or like, why are you curious about what you're doing? And I'm like, because you're just going to be able to sell a lot more merch.
Yeah.
If your name is cool and your look is cool. I think that absolutely matters.
Oh, absolutely. It matters a ton.
Yeah.
Especially for like guys like us who don't like, there's no Milwaukee team, there's no DC or Baltimore team. I'm fully picking like my allegiance right now based off like who has the coolest jerseys.
For sure. Yeah. That's why I went with the Frost, man.
No sport flips faster than hockey. One power play. A goalie pulled with 2 minutes left, and everything changes. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, is built for that kind of chaos, with live betting from puck drop to the final buzzer, and DraftKings has your back with early exit protection. If you place a pregame player prop bet and your player starts the game but leaves in the first period due to injury and doesn't return, you'll get your bet back in cash. No bonus bets, no opt-in, just real protection when injuries happen early. New Sportsbook customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. That's code THPN, so you're ready for the moment. Turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. Limited time offer.
Real quick before we move into current stuff going on in the playoffs, I just, as of today, as of Tuesday, May 26th at 6:55 p.m. Eastern and Pacific time, here are the Stanley Cup odds to win the whole thing. So the Canes, ready for this? -110. Hate that. Hate that.
Terrible.
Knights, +155. Habs, ready for this? +950. and then the Avs plus 1,500 as
Good
of today.
Lord.
So
if you told me those four numbers like back in like March or something, I'd be like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? That the Habs are higher than the Avs, let alone just that.
yeah,
And then never mind the rest of that. That's just so fucking weird.
it's crazy. I mean, the jump to go from the Canes being minus 110,
Yep.
the Knights are plus 155, and then the Habs are plus 950 just because they are down a game is insane to me. I'm not saying I disagree with it. I think we're going to get into this in a minute, but
right.
it just blew my mind when I saw that this morning.
Unreal.
Okay. Do you want to start with East or West this epi?
Let's go with West.
Okay. So you were right. You kind of crushed it last week.
I saw the shit coming, man. I really did.
But like, there's no way you saw it looking like this, right? I mean, come on.
No, I didn't see this coming fully.
No, if you said that you thought between last week and today that the Vegas Golden Knights were going to be up 3-0 on the team that was so far better than everyone else and ran away with the President's Trophy and has had one of the most insane offenses we've seen in a long time, you're just a Vegas fan. But I don't know, man. This is just, I almost can't believe what I'm seeing.
The other thing is, like, I just sent this stat over right before we started recording, so I don't know if you saw it yet, but the Knights have been the worst of the two teams, like, in almost every analytical category. And I'm not even talking about, like, super advanced analytics, because I'm not a super advanced analytical guy.
Same.
But just if we want to talk about, like, shot attempts, Colorado leads the series 217 to 151. Shots on goal, Colorado leads 103 to 76. Scoring chances, Colorado leads 103 to 70. And high danger chances, 36 to 29, also in Colorado's favor. So they're leading in like almost every main, like, we should be about to score a goal type of category. And they're down 3-0 in the series. So that's hockey.
It's insane, man. And obviously, before we go any further, we know McKinnon's dealing with issues. He's going to play tonight in Game 4. We know McCarr's
I thought they said he's not going.
Oh, he's not? I thought I saw ESPN say he was.
Let me keep going.
Okay.
Let me check.
We know McCarr is, he's got injury issues as well. So that's not only two of your best players. That's two of the best players in the NHL, two of probably the top 8 if you had any average person make a list. So totally understandable that, you lose McCarr, that completely throws away your PP1 quarterback. I know Devon Taves is very, very good, but, there's only one Cale Makar for a reason. He's eating, 30-ish minutes a night anyways?
Okay, yeah, McKinnon's playing. He's definitely fucked up, though.
Yeah. I thought for one interview I saw said they were maybe just going to hold him for power play time.
Well, it said he didn't take the skate, and I think the last game he took a puck off the knee, so, like, I guarantee his knee is probably, like, blown up, but there's nothing you could do to keep that guy out of the lineup in an elimination game.
No, absolutely not. I think the thing that really stands out to me watching these games is just, there's no panic in this Vegas team. The Knights explode for 3 in the third after the Avs take the lead 1-0 in Game 2. Game 3, they score 5 unanswered after Colorado puts up 3 in the first period. So, part of that, I think we have to say, is Colorado losing these leads. And I understand the first one is just 1-0 and that happens. And hey, that's hockey sometimes. But, to have a 3-0 lead in the first period and then to just go crickets for the remainder of that hockey game is pretty damn bad.
Yeah. I mean, also we need to talk about Carter Hart, unfortunately, because this guy has been, for some reason, cracked out. He leads the postseason in wins with 11 of them. And his save percentage is pretty darn good as well at .923. Only 2 guys have a higher save percentage than that, and both those guys got bounced in the first round in Shilovs and Ullmark, so smaller sample size for games played there. And actually, now I'm looking at it, Carter Hart and Freddie Anderson are actually tied, both at .923 for save percentage. But
wow,
all that to say, Carter Hart has been every bit as good as the Knights hoped he would be for them. And if not for Mitch Marner, I think you could make a Conn Smythe case for the way Hart's been playing, honestly.
The play is definitely there. I mean, you mentioned Marner. He's got 21 points. Eichel's got 18. They're the top 2 point scorers in the postseason. And then when it comes to goals, they've got the top 3. They've got Dorofeyev and Howden with 10, and then they've got Marner with 7. So they're just, I mean, they are cleaning up and down this lineup. This team is absolutely built to go and just beat anyone in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
This almost, to me, okay, in a world where we get Vegas versus Carolina, we've talked a little bit about many reasons why I would begrudgingly root for Vegas in that situation.
Right.
But like the bigger thing to me is it almost feels like a Dodgers versus Yankees situation where it's like, no, I don't want the Dodgers to win, but they already just did it. So like, what's one more? It's just annoying. And then also like, they're not like pure like evil in terms of my own personal like local rivalry. You know what I mean? Like it's on the Western Conference, so I'd rather it just be over there and not like a division rival like Carolina, you know?
Totally agree. I mean, just as long as it's not another Metro or like 3/4 of the Atlantic, I'm happy.
Literally, yeah.
What are you looking for Colorado to try and get back into this tonight? Just for everyone who isn't aware of this, teams that have gone up 3-0 in a best of 7 have a record of 213-4 in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Jesus Christ. And has it ever been done in the conference final? I would guess no.
I'm not sure about the round specifically. But
I feel like any recent time I've seen it, it's been round 1, maybe 2. But yeah, either
we
way.
almost had the one in the Cup final a couple of years ago. But
right, yeah, that would have been crazy. I mean, it's cliche, but just one game at a time. I mean, this one's in Colorado, right?
I believe.
So you try and
no, actually.
No, it's not.
This is in
Oh
Vegas.
God. Okay. Well, all that to say, then win one game on the road, and then you get to go back home, right? So, I think they need the leaders. Like, honestly, how about this? Just win one for fucking Burnsy, man. He's been through it for so long. Give him a fucking fighting chance to keep going, and keep the dream alive, because that guy knows this is the best shot he's going to get.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that if there's any team in this postseason that can win 4 games in a row that's left, it's probably the Colorado Avalanche.
I would agree.
Now, I'd say that with a healthy McKinnon and with a healthy McCarr. And I know they're making a goaltending change tonight, so...
Are they going Blackwood?
Yeah.
Okay.
So new coat of paint on the woodshed for sure, but...
Okay. See what that does, I guess.
I'm hoping that's just to take cartridge out, blow on it, put it back in, kind of like gut check for the team. If we
just need this thing to keep going for multiple reasons, so...
That we do.
Either way, we need Vegas to cool it.
Yeah, they really need to cool it. All right. Anything left from Vegas, Colorado, or can we go over to the East?
Doubter's a nail gun, but we already knew that.
We did know that. How about him, though, like going out there at the end of that game, too, winning the draw against the McKinnon line and then getting the empty net goal?
I love just the way that guy fucking plays with so much confidence. And I honestly think, I said it earlier in this postseason, but I think him and Tortorella are a fucking match made in heaven.
Oh my God.
Torts got in there, was probably like, dude, can we make this guy our top line center? Like, I want this guy on the ice at all fucking times. Like, just an absolute nail gun, like older guy that wins faceoffs and is like blocking shots and defensively responsible. He's this is my dream player.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall for the front office meeting when John Tortorella says Nick Dowd's going to play 30 minutes a night.
Yeah, right.
That would be awesome. Okay, Carolina and Montreal. Carolina currently up 2-1 in this series. Both their wins in this series have come in overtime. The Carolina Hurricanes are now 5 for 5 in overtime games this postseason.
Jesus Christ.
Surely that has to end at some point.
It's got to, bro. It's got to. All their luck is, hopefully they used up all their OT luck.
Right.
And now it's gone. And, this series, what sucks about this is that it's like, you feel like Montreal already kind of lost it because those two OT losses are so crushing, and they're such coin flip moments that I've talked about on the show before, where it's like you need at least one or two of those coin flip moments in a series to go your way. And when they don't, you end up looking back and you're like, well, fuck, if we'd only just gotten that one OT goal or those two OT goals, or, you know, you got to get one of those in OT. And they didn't play well in OT last night either.
They did not.
They just fucking couldn't possess the puck. I don't think they had a single shot on goal in OT.
They did not. They only had 13 the whole game, and that includes
and
overtime.
that's been a pattern for them too, is not getting enough pucks to the net. So, you know, they're doing a great job blocking shots and limiting. I mean, we all know the game that Carolina likes to play, shoot everything to the net constantly. And they're doing a great job of keeping them to the outside, even when they're possessing the puck for long periods of time. They're doing a great job getting in the lanes, blocking shots. But they got to figure it out on the other side of the ice, because their offense has not been good enough. And Freddie has proved beatable. Like,
yeah,
they're scoring on minimal shots, but they got to get more pucks to the net if they want to win. And I don't know, next game they're going to need to come out and win one regulation to tie this thing up, I think.
Yeah, so the game that they're going to play tonight, the night that everyone is listening to this, which is Wednesday, that is a must-win.
Yeah.
You cannot have another home loss that then sends you back to whatever the fuck they call. Is it still PNC Arena in
Lenovo, I think.
Lenovo Center? Okay. Yeah, you can't go back there on the brink. I don't think that's a recipe for success at all. Totally agree with you. They need more offense. They need more chances. I think the stat I saw said 25 shots across the last two games, and both of those are overtime games, man. Like, that is just... It's not going to get it done. It's not going to cut it. And I know that Habs fans right now are yelling at me in both English and French, saying that the Habs did have a goal disallowed in Game 3, which I understand that they did. It was the right call.
It was. It sucks.
It's just where we're at now. It's the right call. But yeah, definitely one you're going to want to have back. Did you see Lane Hutson's post-game comments following Game 3? He's the one that took the penalty or not took the penalty, but bad turnover that let Svechnikov sort of possess the puck, go in, and then eventually score. So that's tough. I mean, credit to the guy for just straight up owning it. You know, that's not necessarily something I would be rushing to do in the Montreal media, but
well, he's almost probably figures I might as well get ahead of it before they all start trying to track down my fucking address and my uncle and cousin's brother's hairdresser's address and shit. Like, bro, they're ruthless over there. We know that.
Yeah. So I think Dobesh has continued to do his job. He's doing his part. It's sort of like
He's giving him more than a chance.
You know, the meme where it's like, I'm doing my part, and then the defense is like, I'm doing my part, and the forwards are like, I didn't do fucking shit.
Yep. Yeah, I saw a tweet today that was like, if I, it didn't even name him by name, but it was like, if I stopped like 35 plus shots, however many games in a row, and like went to OT and gave my team a chance to win, and the forwards had 25 shots on goal in like more than like 120 minutes back to back across two games, I would simply murder the entire team and say, fuck it, I'm playing solo next game or like something like that. Like, bro, how much more can I fucking do? You guys go figure this shit out.
That, or I'd bring like one of those tennis ball cannons to practice. I'd tie all my teammates to the goal and just say, okay, you know, you can do it.
Yeah. See how it feels.
Right. Walk a mile in my shoes, but
God damn.
Score prediction for tonight. Do the Habs tie this one up?
Yes.
Okay.
They do. And I think we get a 4-2 Montreal regulation win.
Okay. I think both Caulfield and Suzuki are due for big ones here.
Love it.
Yeah. Alrighty. Anything else before we wrap up and bounce over to trivia?
No, you got one for me this time, huh?
I'm going to put you on the hot seat today,
my
friend.
You're tired of getting humiliated, so it's my turn?
Well, I think I've done pretty well
you actually
last
have
two,
done well
all things considered.
You have. I'm just kidding.
I did have a pretty brutal streak of like 10 episodes where I was just...
Well, I mean, the reason that I ask you questions is because I don't know fucking shit, so I'm gonna fucking show my true colors here, but yeah, lay it on me.
So I'm gonna ask you to give me 4 things. And these 4 things, we were talking about the Avs and being down 3-0 in a series. Okay. So that record of coming back from or finishing out a playoff series when you're up 3-0 is 213-4.
Yep.
Do you know the 4?
I
So I know
Just
you
the
know
four teams.
the 4 teams that have overcome a 3-zip series deficit to win said playoff series. I know you know 2 of them because we witnessed 2 of them in our
Flyers
lifetime.
are one of them.
That's correct. The 2010 Flyers against the Boston Bruins.
Was it the Sharks that was the other one?
It was against
Or it was
the Sharks.
against the Sharks. That's
Yeah.
right.
And this team did go on to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, was it the Kings?
It was the Kings.
Yeah,
Do you know
okay.
which year?
That would have been the 2014 one?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other 2 are a challenge.
Like old time shit, right?
One of them is old time, and then the other one is like our parents were young and around for this one.
Wasn't the super old timey one like the Leafs or something like that?
That is correct. It's against the Red Wings. Do you know what year by any chance?
God, dude, I want to say it was like 1940 or something like that.
42, not bad.
Okay, there we go.
And then the final one.
I'm
going to give you the year.
Okay.
1975.
Did they win the cup?
They did not win the cup. I don't believe so.
Not that would even help me. I couldn't tell you who won the cup that year. Was it like the Islanders or something?
Yeah, good job, dude.
I just figure in the 70s and 80s, if it's a question like that.
Well, there's like
about
12 teams.
A team
so,
doing something sick, it was probably the Islanders.
I think this was a couple years after they went from the original 6 to like the next sort of wave. So like Penguins, Islanders, Flyers are all in there. So yeah, that was the 1975 Islanders in the quarterfinals against the Penguins. Fun fact, they almost did it twice because in the next round, I think they had to play Philly, went down 3-0, and then forced a Game 7.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That is wild. So do you think that the Avs are going to add their name to that list, or?
Well, hey, like you said, if there's anyone this year that could do it, they've got the best shot. But, dude, it's going to be an uphill battle with all those injuries. And not to mention, if there's any coach that just isn't going to let this happen to his team, it's Torts.
Yeah.
Like 2 games maybe, and then that guy's bag skating the entire team and being like, if you guys lose tonight, I'm coming to all of your houses in the middle of the night. It's not going to be pretty. Like, it's going to, like...
Oh, he's going to sell all the players' homes during the game if they're losing on Zillow.
No,
he's just going to hit a button. He's like, move, get out of my city.
Right.
Anything else before we wrap up here, bud?
I think that'll do it.
Sweet. All right. Well, come on, Avs. Make it a series. For Mac and I both, we need this dates-wise to work out. We have some things in the works that hopefully we can share with you guys in a little bit. But if the calendar cooperates, we should be doing some fun stuff pretty soon.
Indeed.
Alrighty, well, make sure you guys are liked and subscribed on everything else. We're going to have a bunch more resurgence coming with the TikTok account recently. I know you guys have been asking for more on there, so we hear your pleas and we will answer, and we will catch you in the next episode.